Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Late Night Brews, where we talk the brews first, and then we get around to what we're supposed to later. Joining me once again for the next episode of this series and Copilot, Neil Wells West. Welcome back, buddy.
Hey, Bud. Nice to see you again.
Always. Now, before we jump into how Copilot can help out in day-to-day email teams, etc., what brew are you having with me?
So today, Buck, I'm having something a bit different from the usual. This is beautiful gut health kefir. Just because once in a while I need a bit of a cleanse, but it's really good.
Arguably, it is, it's kind of fermenting, so it's brew, right?
Yeah.
It's within the rules.
Yeah.
I myself has a hazy IPA. It was one of those
Nice.
impulse single cans, like, oh hey, I'll just give that a shot. It's not too bad actually.
That's
for
good.
how early I'm drinking it.
Yeah, there is that.
Alrighty, diving in now. Copilot with day-to-day emails, for example. Let's just start there. How can it help out in that day-to-day work for everyone?
Yeah, another great question, Buck. Thanks for that. And I actually think with email, it's such a pervasive problem for everybody nowadays. We're swamped with thousands of emails. I know I am, and I'm absolutely certain you are. So, there are some cool tools in Microsoft Outlook anyway to help with that. But I think sort of prioritization, focused inbox. I think one of the top uses that we're probably looking at is drafting and composing emails. Often it's quite difficult just to know how to start. I'm not really talking about the quick sort of chat-based emails, but where you need to compose an email, think about the tone, think about who you're directing it to, thinking about content, keeping it clear, keeping it, concise. Copilot is great for that. So there's a number of ways you can actually prompt Copilot to just improve the kind of the overall tone of drafting and composing emails. That'll be a starting point for me.
Definitely. My favorite Copilot usage in emails is we all have been there when you get looped into this long email chain of, oh, hey, Neil, can you give your thoughts on this, or you're the expert on this? And rather than, and I've already done this, rather than read the 20, 10, even 5 emails, right, depending on how lengthy they get, hey, Copilot, summarize this for me. And
definitely
spitting out that quick summary of, this is what they're talking about, this, they did this, or they are talking about doing this, has been very, very, very time efficient.
Yeah, and I think one of the other benefits of that as well is that when you use Copilot to do summaries of emails, it'll actually provide citations within the summary, which will actually link you to the appropriate email, so you can reference the emails that it's summarizing. So again, gives you that 360 view of things.
You could have said 365 view and been
referential
really. As we are witty.
Yeah.
Now, jumping, you mentioned chat emails, which, man, this email could have been a chat, or, this meeting could have been an email level. Teams, where can we get a lot of benefit, a lot of, maybe it's a not as well-known feature from within Teams?
Yeah, so I mean, again, I will just touch on the summary side of things as well, because I think, again, Teams is one of those environments that massively benefits from shortcutting, because we can be overwhelmed with a lot of information. Teams generates, Teams chats, particularly if you're in chats with multiple participants, being able to summarize meeting notes into actionable items. So very, very powerful to use Copilot for those kind of summaries. But then if you layer on top things like just human situations, you turn up late to a meeting. So Copilot provides the ability for you to catch up on a meeting. If you happen to be 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, 20 minutes late, brings you back into the loop. Even if you spend a couple of minutes just looking at a meeting summary that Copilot's captured, bring you up to speed with the current conversation. So again, real kind of improvements in productivity around, those catch-up kind of activities.
Definitely. The meeting aspect of it alone is incredibly powerful, generating those meeting notes. one of the ones that I've taken advantage of with that Copilot bot, I'll call it, within chat, is just throwing in questions. Hey Copilot, what information is there on this project? And like we've talked about, Copilot has access to everything you have access to.
Yeah.
Being able to ask that question and then go and do something else for a few minutes, and it brings back the document, or, oh yeah, Neil is talking about this in the general channel of this team, right? That has been very useful for me. And
Yeah, absolutely. Same here, Buck. And I think one of the other really cool things as well is assigning actions. And getting Copilot to say, right, what are the follow-ups from this meeting? What were the key pertinent points, and what are the suggested follow-up actions? And again, Copilot will provide a suggested list of actions that I can then tailor for the follow-up activities that are relevant for that call.
Yeah, definitely. On that time-saving note, unfortunately, we are through the time once again.
Yeah, well,
these are just getting quicker and quicker, it feels like.
They are.
Neil, appreciate it, buddy. Looking forward to the next
You're
one.
welcome. Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. If you want to know more, if you want to get your organization ready for Copilot, all of our contact information is below. Until next time, sir, take care.
Cheers, bud.